Okay, Android, I have been a big fan of wrestling since I was a child, and I'm thinking if I was ever to step into the ring, and I need
Hello everyone, give me one moment, I've just realized I still have my Elgato thing in front. There we go, let's drop that down. Hello there Brat, hello there Clover, and hello there to everyone else that's joined us on this fine evening. I hope we're all having a wonderful day so far. I hope you're all doing fantastic. Let's see, where were we the last time? Where should I teleport to? Crystalline Mean. Because the last time we basically woke up after being whammy-jammied, full of light, full of corrupted light. We're essentially, basically, the biggest threat to the entire world right now. And our bestie, Grahatia, as, or Jiraha, I think it's Grahatia? Did I get that right? It's been a very long time since I last played this. Yes, Grahatia. Okay, has been freaking catnapped by Emmett Selch. I don't like this man. I think you can understand why I don't like this man. I will never like Emmett Selch. I will never understand why anyone else thirsts for that individual. He is a bastard, and I'm going to kill him. Okay, anyways, moving on. Okay. Nyan, are you alright? I think a return to your sickbed might be in order. Or you might consider resting a while atop the watchtower next to the rookery. This damnable sky doesn't make for the most soothing scenery, but the Exarch often likes to stand there and feel the wind upon his face. Okay. Sure thing. How is everyone doing, though? Oop, I can't jump over there. Can I jump off of any of these? Yeah, I can jump over here. Bum 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 bum. Just wanna make sure, okay, that program's all up, everything's good. But yeah, how are we all? Jesus, okay, one second, holy shit. Twitch, are you glitching or something? There's not 6 people watching. Sorry, I just had a heart attack for a second there. There can only at least be 4 that you'd be counting. What the hell are you counting? Where the extra 2 you're counting from? And even then, it shouldn't even be counting one of those 4. Freaky. There are ghosts watching the stream. Okay. Oh, it's so cold. Today's stream's going to be a bit shorter since I started like an hour and a half later than I would have, because I wanted to stream, then I decided I was too tired, and then about an hour after that I decided, okay, I'm not actually that tired enough, I think I'm actually going to stream. And now I'm here.
The people of this city have spirit, I'll give them that.
Hey,
They've
Outbird!
the will to fight. I can imagine how torn you must feel, looking at that sky, knowing what it means to everyone.
Okay, I just realized that my microphone was a little more sensitive than normal. I forgot to change the dial back down by a point. I increased the sensitivity at one point for something. But anyways, now that that's fixed, it might be why I've been a bit louder than usual for like the last stream. I still can't believe it's coming from me.
Neither can I, to be honest. But you heard what the Ascian said. The light you shine will warp the world around you, whether you like it or not. Even your Stoller and Reen had to concede that point. You're in a corner, and there doesn't seem to be any obvious way out.
Yes, yes. But there's always a way.
That doesn't mean it's over. However hopeless it seems, you haven't lost yet.
Well, you know what? Considering who it's coming from, I'm glad to see that Oddbird has actually found his spark again.
I remember looking up at the sky like this before. Being caught up in a strange kind of calm. It was after we realized we were responsible for the flood. When we resolved to journey to the source by taking our own lives. One last sacrifice. One last fight. One last failure. And then the Oracle appeared and, well, you know the rest.
Let me turn the game up a tiny bit. It's a bit quiet, in my opinion.
There were times in the years and decades that followed when I wondered if we might not have been better off just letting the rejoining happen.
Man, but you were being so motivational just a bit ago. Now you've gone back to being depressed.
That we had made one last mistake. But seeing that giant Talos stir to life cured me of any doubts I still had. Always we took the burden of fighting upon ourselves. That's what heroes do, isn't it?
Always. For better or for
We've had the chance
worse.
to see anything like that. Our people coming together as one. To think that their hope still burns so bright. That they were still so eager to live, they would lift up their fellows, one on top of the other, till they reached the sky. No. We made the right decision. And I can finally feel proud of the part we played in helping this world survive.
You did well, Oddbert. Even if you couldn't see it before. You were put in an impossible situation.
Come on, then.
But you know what? You truly are worthy of the title of hero. Oh?
As I thought. What happened between us was no coincidence.
Here's your purpose coming to light, as it were.
My story may be finished, but the fates have gifted me a minor role in yours.
No minor role here,
I
Oddbert.
suspected as much the moment I realized you could hear me. But it's hard not to doubt yourself when you're the man who caused the flood. I was afraid
Such
to
a
do
matter-of-fact
anything more
way
than
of
watch for fear
saying it,
making things
Oddbert.
even worse. But no longer. After all, the path I once walked is now yours to finish. For what it's worth, I cast my lot with yours. If you need a push, I'll be right there behind you. If you lose control, I'll do my best to stop you.
Interesting.
So, let us be about it, hero.
After you then, hero. Let's kick some ass.
Oh, I was worried you were up here all alone,
Oh.
brooding and fretting and wallowing in your woes. But look at you, grinning at nothing like a pollen-drunk pixie.
Well, you know, when you got good news, you know, you can't help it.
Look at what you've done to your ether. It's a mess. And you have cracks running all through that pretty soul of yours.
Yeah, I'll, you know, a little bit of duct tape, some tender loving care, it'll be fine.
My poor little sapling. Whatever am I to do with you?
Good question. Any pixie magic you can do to help?
Shall I yield up my throne? You could claim it, cut ties with the mortal world, hide away in the castle.
You know that's not how I am. You know that's not for me, and you know that's not where my path takes me. Also, hello there, Blacklight.
It won't fix the problem, but would it really matter? If any pesky heroes come calling with steel and magic, all of Meg will rise up in your defense.
See what happened to Ubisoft? Oh, I 100% saw what happened to Ubisoft, and they 100% deserve it.
My crown and scepter are yours, if you want them.
I've never really been one for a throne.
What? Don't give me that look. Of course I knew before I asked that you'd never, ever heed such a wicked suggestion. And besides, what would become of my precious and ephemeral flower?
Exactly. Now, can you help out or not?
Dear beloved sapling, you are lost, confused, and have precious little time to gather your wits. Your kind is always so preoccupied with what lies ahead, and so we muddle your vision with fog and glamour. But such trickery is easy to see through. Stand very, very still. Think not of where you need to go, but where you are right now at this moment, at this time, in this place. Our cairn of crystal. From shadowed hood he watched you go, his ruby eyes with warmth aglow.
Hold on. Do I have a throne? I do. I don't know if that link is still active. Nope, that link still takes you to my throne. Teehee. No one actually buy anything off of that. If any of you buy anything off of that, I'm gonna backhand you into infinity and beyond, okay? I'm just saying that right now. Don't you fucking dare buy me shit.
See yourself as he saw you, and that shall be the clearest clue.
He saw me as some sort of key to it all. He saw me very fondly, that's for certain. He certainly believed in me.
You stand in his garden, dear sapling. Ask his flowers what they know, and you will surely find an answer. What will you do with it, I wonder? I'll be watching and waiting. Waiting and watching.
Well, hopefully you'll have some help when I'm done. There she goes again. Yeah, I'm blind. He's colorblind. I'm screwed if I see him through his vision. Oh God. Oh, it's so cold. Ugh. Ah. It's really, really freezing right now. Crunch goes my legs. Yummy. Ah.
Oh, I did not expect to see you on your feet so soon. Surely you have not come in search of an Amaro.
I want you to tell me what you know of the Crystal Exarch.
What do I know of the Crystal Exarch? I am happy to share, but I fear there will be no surprising revelations. As any in this city could tell you, he is a man of wisdom and compassion, and many untold secrets. But none can doubt his generosity. When the Crystarium was being constructed, he even allowed folk to plunder the tower for resources. He has imposed no restrictions upon us, but one. No one except the Exarch is permitted to dwell within the spire. Many seasons past, a comrade of mine was bold enough to ask the reason why. The Exarch merely smiled and said, because one day the Crystal Tower may vanish as suddenly as it arrived.
Oh boy. Dude, it was 80 degrees Fahrenheit yesterday morning, and it dropped to below freezing by 6 p.m. Well, that's what happens when there's no clouds in the sky.
Nyan, it is good to see you awake and alert, my friend.
Could you tell me anything you know about the Crystal Exarch?
What's this about? You're not writing the Exarch's memoirs, are you? I'm not sure how much I can tell you, considering we avoid asking too many questions. Unspoken rule and all that. If anyone has fresh insights to share, then it'd be Captain Lena, I'd say. She lost her parents to an eater attack not long after she was born, and the Exarch saw to her upbringing. Outward appearances aside, those two are like grandfather and granddaughter. I imagine the news of his predicament hits her doubly hard. Not that our proud captain would ever let it show. If you should decide to talk to Lena, she'll be at her usual post at the Ascensor Gate.
I hope you're all happy with the voices. I put in a lot of effort for this shit. Now here, it's not gonna get above freezing for the next 4 days, at least. It was like the world remembered it was winter, shit itself in fear, and decided to plunge us into abyssal cold in the span of 4 hours. And thank you, Blacklight. I appreciate that you like my voices. I try my best. Like, especially with that deep voice I gave that freaking big guy. It was like gravelly on my freaking throat, so it was starting to hurt. You could probably tell it was starting to hurt a slight bit, but I kept it up. Because, you know, I like putting in the effort. And Final Fantasy XIV is where I put the most effort in. Oh, was there something else you needed? If you've come for the results of my research into this persistent light, I'm afraid there's little to tell as of yet. What can you tell me about the Crystal Exarch? Records pertaining to the Exarch? Well, I need no documentation to relay what little I know of his history, if that is what interests you. Ahem. Less than a decade had passed since the coming of the Flood, when the Crystal Tower first flashed into existence. Its summoner, the Exarch himself, became known to the refugees in Lakeland soon thereafter. He welcomed all who sought out the spire, be they locals who had lost their homes, or Vorbertites fleeing their ruined kingdom, and together did they found the city which would become the Crystarium. Some thought to call him king, for he refused to share his name, but the summoner did not deem himself worthy of royal address. Thus did the people consider his scintillating skin so alike to the tower he had summoned, and bestowed upon him the title of Crystal Exarch. As for his true name, well, to it seemed that is a mystery that remains unsolved to this day. And time to go speak with Lena, I guess. Sorry, that gave me Mass Effect. What can you tell me about the Reapers vibes? Oh my word. What can you tell me about the Reapers? I still remember playing the Mass Effect, the freaking, what was it again? It was the collection? I can't remember what it was called. It was the freaking, remaster collection that they had. It was a lot of fun. I managed to play the entire game with a good ending and without, the majority of people surviving. Like, at least the good stuff. Saren a bitch for real. Saren a bitch. Okay, let me have a quick drink. Nyan, I was not told you had awoken. A welcome surprise. Now, if only the Exarch was returned to us. He was taken by this... Oh, God, no, that voice is awful. He was taken by this arrival of yours, was he not? Your companions mentioned that they had no idea... Oh, fucking... I'm screwing up because of the... Anyways. Bro pulled up on a whale to swing by the bunny huns. The bunny... Huns? Huns? Anyways, I need to think of a better voice. He was taken by this arrival of yours, was he not? Your companions mentioned they had an idea of where to find him. And so I bristled when they asked for patience. I did not understand their hesitation until I saw that you had fallen. Only then did I realize that I had no business rushing ahead. Even so, the delay has been no less agonizing. In the moments before he left to join you in Calusia, the Exarch entrusted me with a key. It opens a door in the ocular to a chamber known as the Umbilicus. This room is the heart of the tower, into which only the Exarch himself is permitted to enter. Oh. He bid me allow none into the tower once he had departed. Only in the event that an army of eaters descended upon the city was I to access the Umbilicus and awaken the defensive barrier. Never before had he left me with such instructions, but the battle with Vorthree loomed near, and at the time I accepted the key without much thought. Since then, however, that moment is all that occupies my mind. When I recall the look upon his face, he knew that some terrible fate awaited him. Tell me, Nyan, I need to know what he feared. What battle you and your companions are truly fighting? Okay. You just... Never mind, because you're not gonna fucking find out. Forgive me. I trust in the Exarch. and I should not be voicing these doubts when he is not here to respond to them personally. Honestly, I kind of would have just told her, because I feel like she deserves to know somewhat. But you have come to me with a question of your own, have you not? Can you tell me everything you know about the Exarch? Ah, I see I'm not the only one who burns for answers. The time has come to open the tower's heart. Though we do not face an invasion of eaters, I suspect the city will be in far more danger if you do not gain the knowledge you seek. Oh boy. Here we go. Give me a sec, everyone. Come, meet me in the ocular, and I will unlock the door within. Aye, aye. Let's get this show moving. Oh yeah, I have to go to the Crystarium first. And use the Ethernet and head over to the Ghost Arena.
I have unlocked the door to the umbilicus. You are free to enter. Once you have what you require, I'll see it sealed once more. Until then, I will remain without.
Are you sure you don't want to come in? I guess she doesn't. Let's go.
It's wizard
Time, motherfucker! Fireball! What the hell is that? Whoa! An echo? Oh my.
A moment to collect my thoughts, I prithee.
What?
Thy true name is Grahatia, then?
Yes.
By thy claims, thou too art a native of the Source, though from an age beyond our own, when the 8th umbral calamity hath visited devastation upon our star. Thou hast, by subtle means, reached across the boundaries of time and space to unsow the seeds of catastrophe, ere its creeping vines drag our champion unto an early grave.
In essence, yes. A difficult story to swallow, I am sure.
So wait, he's technically from the future? Or a future?
I doubt not the veracity of thy words, not the account of thy coming, nor that of the fated calamity. Yet my mind straineth still to apprehend the enormity of this tale. Wouldst thou favor me with a gradual unfolding of its chapters?
Certainly. But where to begin? I should start with those great minds who survived the calamity. Sid Garland being perhaps the greatest. In hopes of staying the unending tides of war, he and his fellows pursued all manner of possible solutions. One of these was rooted in a theory which unified several fundamental principles discovered over the course of the Warrior of Light's adventures.
Oh?
It proposed a method by which one could enter the river of time, traverse the rift, and leap between worlds. Perfecting that idea, however, was a work which consumed their lifetimes, and thus was it left to future generations to decide whether theory would be put into practice.
Interesting.
But all the while, the world continued to burn. Hope was a feeble outpost, beset on all sides by thievery and misery and murder. People cried out in despair, "There is no hope! We are finished! Mankind is finished!" Then others raised their voices in answer. Though we be beyond salvation, those who came before may yet be saved. We will forge a crossroads and pave the way for a different future. By the wisdom of our forebears, we will prevent this calamity from ever having come to pass.
Oh. Eorzea. There will always be
fighting
those
went
that
on
wish for the
unabated,
best of those
But
who
some few
could
took
not
up
wish
Sid's research
themselves.
and labored to realize those impossible ideas. After 2 centuries of labor, their descendants finally succeeded in awakening the Crystal Tower, an integral part of the process, and, in doing so, roused its caretaker, me.
Oh.
By this stage, scholars had largely established the phenomena underpinning the rejoining, and identified the first as the shard which precipitated the 8th umbral calamity. This grand structure was already capable of storing the energies required to attempt the translocation. All that remained was to augment some few of its functions based upon the theoretical models of Sid and his compeers.
Interesting.
And by means of such technologies didst thou effect thine arrival in the first, to an age before this star had joined with the source.
Some while before, as it turned out. 'Tis all but impossible to predict how time will flow between one world and the next, and we missed our mark by almost an entire century.
Damn.
But this only worked in our favor. The Sin Eaters could not be defeated without the blessing of light, and summoning the only man who might stand a chance against them would require decades of preparation.
An undertaking of scarce credible endurance. But thou hast kept thy plan from falling to disarray these many years on the miraculous.
It honestly is
Yet
rather
howsoever
crazy.
history be rewritten, thy present self was shaped by events which followed the calamity. Should said catastrophe be averted, the very skein of thine existence will unravel. Surely thou hast foreseen this.
I am aware of the consequences. 'Tis for that very reason Sid and his colleagues bequeathed their legacy as an offering, and not an edict. To give all of oneself for the happiness of others, and with no promise of reward, 'tis a hard thing to ask.
Yeah, I know that all too well.
Harder still for those condemned to survive in a world which pitted brother against brother. Indeed, you are right to call the execution of this plan miraculous, though the force which held it together was nothing so inexplicable. It was him. The Warrior of Light has been our unbroken thread. Where others would stumble and fall, he would rise above. Where others would break and run, he would carry on. The Warrior of Light's tale is one of unyielding bravery. To tell it was to feel courage. To hear it was to feel hope. It was a breath of inspiration in an age of suffocating shadow. In the histories of a fallen nation was our hero hailed as its greatest ally. In the time-worn pages of a noble's memoirs were his deeds joyously retold. For many, these stories were the flame which warmed them through the coldest of nights.
There's something really touching about the idea of people just telling tales of the player
so
character.
it should come as little surprise that the plan found no shortage of volunteers, concerning as it did the Warrior of Light himself. It was their chance to add their own verse to the hero's saga. He was the lodestar that brought them all together to send their final message back through time and space to him. The light of your legacy was our torch in the darkness. Burn bright again and live.
Inspirational.
I am merely the bearer of that wish, come to ensure it is safely delivered.
Wherefore sharest thou this burden with me and no other? What wouldst thou have me say?
Because someone has to.
That you will be my accomplice? 'Twas you yourself who convinced me of your suitability when you spoke of how you learned of the Flood and of your part in arranging Minfilia's journey to the First. Your actions showed uncommon resolve. 'Twas clear you were committed to the cause of saving this world. I knew I could trust you to choose the right path forward, even if that choice came with a heavy price.
What price?
When all is said and done, and the last of the Light Wardens lies slain, I will absorb their corrupted ether, and then I will die. Knowing what I know of your companions, not to mention your champion, they will try to stop me, but in saving one, they would save none. Therefore, I implore you to aid me in concealing my identity and ensuring this tale ends as it must. To this end, I would have you take what I have told you of the Calamity and make of it a portent, a prophetic vision you beheld in the swirling chaos of the Rift.
Is this truly thy wish?
History remembered the Warrior of Light, as I know it would, and I will suffer no other to rescue the champion whose star has charted my course.
Well, that didn't exactly work out now, did it, buddy?
I will see this tale to a happy end, my friend. There has been enough tragedy.
You stupid idiots. Again, it's like everyone's always doing things on by themselves, making these like elaborate plots behind everything. They could just goddamn tell me and we could work together.
If you lose control again, the light could claim you for good. Although it's probably only a matter of time before you succumb to the change in any case.
I'll be fine. Just need a moment.
What do you mean to do?
I mean to have a few words with both Emmett and the Exarch.
We should be on our way. Dacian mentioned the Tempest, did he not? That's the stormy seas around Calusia to you. His lair must be down there somewhere. hidden beneath the waves.
Well, let's do our best. Nothing stopped me so far. I'll be damned if I'm gonna let that change anytime soon. Did you find the answers you sought? If there is nothing more you need, I will go and lock the door. I need some directions. You wish to know the way to the Tempest? You mean the sea itself and not the island of Calusia? If you make a request to the Tamers, they will provide you with an Amaro, but... I'm sorry, I have to do this. Do you mean to leave right this moment? Alone? I am not sure that... Nay, I will not seek to stop you. Go with the blessings of the Shadow, and I shall await your safe return. Thank you, Lena. Okay, everyone, let's get the show going. Hold on. That's a different... Oh, they added a previous location? Like marker? That's cool! Give me a sec, everyone. I'm just checking a few things. Then we'll be right back on the that old bandwagon. How is everyone doing, though? How are we all? Okay.
You require an Amaro? Just a moment, and I shall saddle our swiftest beast to fly you to the island. The open water? To the depths of the Tempest? Our Amaro can swim, yes, but to reach the ocean floor.
Ah, don't sweat it. I can swim. Whoa. Oh, not good. Oddbert, it'll help?
Ah, we have found thee.
Ah. Hey, guys.
Word reached us of thy recovery, and thus did we gather with all haste.
Little awkward.
Ah. By thy looks, I gather thou hast gleaned that which I came to tell thee.
Yeah. You big fat lying idiot. Secret keeper?
Urianger has shared everything with us. The Exarch's true identity and purpose.
I offer no excuses.
You wouldn't have any accepted.
When I agreed to aid the Exarch with his plans, 'twas in full acceptance of the condemnation I would face when my duplicity was laid bare.
You're an idiot. We get it.
It is not rancor, but resolve that I sense in thee. Thou art fully intent upon walking thy path to its end, art thou not?
Oh, 100%. When have I ever not been?
If thou canst forgive my deception, or, failing that, set aside thy displeasure for a time, I do beg leave to follow thee. What strength and wisdom I possess are thine to command.
You know, I don't understand this. It's like, come on, man. I get it. But what part of our entire journey as a group, as, you know, from scions to who knows what we've been at this point, has ever suggested that I would ever turn down your assistance. I forgive you. Let's go.
I thank thee. Doubt not but that I will do all in my power to repay thy kindness and fulfill the Exarch's wishes.
She can see it.
I'm sorry, but I don't think this is a good idea. Leaving the Crystarium, I mean, with or without Urianche. What I did for you won't last forever. There's no telling when the light will break free again. Please, you must stay here, at least for a little while longer. We will find a way to cure this, I promise you.
I don't have the time. We can't wait.
How can you make promises? We don't even know where to start.
And there is no need for such
Alice,
aggression.
please. You know Reen was only trying to help.
Of course I know! I know only too well! But making promises you have no way of keeping is not a kindness. It's a lie. Plain and simple. We've all searched high and low for an answer, and every one of us came back empty-handed. I am not about to stand in his way now. Not after failing him in his hour of need. No! The least we can do is...
Alice,
We will go with you as well.
I would not have it any other way.
There is naught to be gained by standing still.
Indeed, we have exhausted every other avenue. Lead, and we shall follow. If there is
Oh,
any
hello
hope to be
there,
found,
Zeal.
Then we will surely find it at your side.
Hi.
Are we all in agreement then?
Keep your head held up. We're gonna beat this. We're gonna come back home.
We can do to help?
Oh. Well, well, well.
Though we may not know the whole story, we do know you're in for a fight. And while the Exarch's away, it falls to the rest of us to see the Warrior of Darkness is given a proper send-off.
Still working the nights, thanks, mate. No worries.
You told them.
No. Well, not in so many words.
Aye, we didn't need it spelled out for us. When the night sky appeared over whichever place you went to, it was harder not to put two and two together.
From the moment I heard that you and the Exarch shared the homeland, I had my suspicions. Long had he been waiting for a certain someone to arrive. And I knew at once that it must be you.
Exactly. When he went up to meet you, it was clear it was no ordinary visitor. That spring in his step spoke volumes. I could feel his excitement.
Eat him! That's right!
Look at them all. Ah.
We do not fully understand where you or the Exarch hail from, or why you've all done so much to protect us. But we are deeply grateful nonetheless. So, if there is anything at all we might do to aid your journey, you need only name it. What would you have of us?
You might have invited them to join us, where there are not so many. But come, they are waiting. What is your will, O Warrior of Darkness?
Oh, don't you join in too. But... defend the Crystarium. until we return. We need a place to return to, after all, when we're done beating this freaking evil back. Can't save the world if your home burns down, after all. Okay. Thou didst plan to commandeer an Amaro for thy journey to the open sea. I fear the following dive down unto Emmett Selch's underwater abode would drain even thy legendary stamina. Thus, during thy convalescence, we considered the most efficacious method for reaching the depths of the Tempest, and I believe we have arrived at an elegant solution. Yet, ere we discuss this step, I suggest thou dost conclude such pressing business as remains to thee in the Crystarium. Once the sea closeth above our heads, we are unlikely to surface again until our grand deed is done. Thine affairs are in order, then I shall unfold to thee my proposal. Our destination is the ocean floor. Yet our goal is not simply to arrive there. Nay, we must needs have the means to breathe and fight freely. Thus would I petition the aid of one of the Fae, a being with whom I have yet to meet face to face. But rather than waste words on an explanation, I bid thee follow me unto the hamlet of Sullen, which lieth to the south and west. All will become abundantly clear, I promise thee. Okay then. Let's get going, I guess. Where am I going? Give me a sec, everyone. Okay. I can't fly here yet, can I? I can, never mind. Anyways. Okay, that's a really cool effect, I won't lie. I don't remember that being there before. Okay. But there, to the west, canst thou discern the hump of an isle rising above the water? That foliage-covered mass hideth the key to our safe descent. Swim close and plunge thee beneath the surface. Thou shalt soon divine the reason for mine insistence. Though it be much to my shame, I can but flail and flounder where thou mayst glide as a fish. I shall board a boat to the island, and spare one and all the spectacle of mine inept strokes. Yeah, we all are well aware you were unable to swim, Oriange. have I got here? Though it appears solid enough, the rock yields slightly under your touch. Was the surface gently shifting, or was it just your imagination? Oh, please don't tell me this thing's alive. Hey, behemoth! No, this isn't behemoth. What am I saying? This is, which one's this mount again? This mount is... Granny. Why does they say Granny? It's Granny. Oh, brain, work for me here. This thing is 100% alive. Two curved slabs of rock seem squeezed together here, giving the impression of giant stone islets. Well, what hast thou discerned? It reminds me of a certain primal. Most perceptive. According to the lore of the Pixies, we are, even now, perched upon the back of an ancient Fey entity. Its name is Bismarck. Aye, the self-same title by which we know the great feathered whale, revered by the Vanu of the Source. I would enlist its aid to bear us into the deep, and thence banish the water with an airy sphere, alike in form to the domes which do shelter the hamlets neath the ruby sea. Within its compass we may move unencumbered and defend ourselves when the hour of battle cometh, as it most surely shall. Now I must needs ask for silence whilst I make my supplication. Go right ahead, the floor is all yours, Sodrianje. Sweet Talking Island.
Wir Sach, Bilan Bismail. Fallen si lor wislan, ada si alinal.
Van urs atslir, olfod thim, iri guath thim.
Help us and we'll be able to accomplish that. Should we fail, you will never get the chance to sleep.
Oh dear. I don't need to speak Fey to know that didn't go well.
I know what to do.
My snake yak! You've learned to call me at last! And where do you go? On a trip? A journey? I knew you wouldn't give up without a fight. Oh, my precious mortal, I shall help you in any way I can.
Then if you would please, could you convince this Fae that we're standing on to give us a lift and some assistance?
Ges Bismail win picked. Van Dromi Drom Jacob. Van Read Rithiel.
Well?
Be sure to scrub this one's teeth for him upon your return. It's only good manners.
It will be done, Your Majesty. Our deepest thanks for your timely intervention.
An agreement is reached and your departure is at hand. You wingless ones best hold on tight.
Oh boy.
May the blessings of the Fae keep you safe, Inba.
Let's do this. Oh, I'm feeling that hyped feeling I get all the time. This is the good stuff. This is why I love playing this.
Just like that, it's all gone back to the way it was.
What was you expecting? 100 years of honey and rainbows? Seeing them Yulmore types wake up and smell the ashes was miracle enough for me.
Ah, the magic in the air when that ladder started moving. And when that great hulking Talos rose up. Gods. I could live 1,000 years and never behold anything so amazing.
What the? You see that?
Boom.
What a monster! Where did it even come from?
Fellas.
It's not stopping.
Well, yeah, run. Run and hang on to something. Oh, I hope they're okay. Oh, I ended that line a bit too early. Thank you, Bismarck. Your assistance was very appreciated. Well, we just woke up on the seafloor, I guess.
Wow.
Now, where's the Tempest? Where's Emmett Selch's little hideaway.
The breath of Bismarck. See how it swells to form a dome beneath the waves? The waters recede. The tempest's floor is laid bare. In defiance of the blinding sky, this place holds fast to its gloom. The last refuge of he who denies the light with every fiber of his being.
He knows I'm here.
You stand at the precipice, hero. Journey unto the heart of darkness. Finish it.
I goddamn intend to. I'm coming for you, Emmett. You better fucking wait, be ready, cause I'm gonna kick your ass. Anyway, sorry, I got a bit ahead of myself just there.
Full glad am I that Bismarck was true to his words. We are arrived in the tempest, safe and dry. 'Tis here that we shall find the lair of Emmett Selch, and, I believe, the imprisoned Exarch as well. For an Ascian alone, it is of course a trifling matter to flee upon unto the rift, yet I suspect such travel is nigh impossible with a mortal in one's custody. Nay, he would not soon risk his prize when the Exarch's very body serveth as the key to the Crystal Tower and its powers of temporal transportation. Thus am I all but certain that this underwater realm harboureth thou friend and enemy both. We have but to find them.
You enter to leave the area, speak to Inolin at the Venment Yards in Calusia to return to the Tempest. Ah, okay, gotcha. Now, as for where we should begin looking, I rather doubt Emmett Selch will be sitting around out in the open. I propose we follow the slope down towards the deeper trenches and keep an eye out for rock formations large enough to house a stronghold. Let's be off then, but watch your footing. The ground is still wet and like to be slippery. Thank you, Thancred. Let's get a move on, shall we? Mount Roulette, please. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. But what I am going to do is I'm going to grab this. Here we go. Oh? Hey there, buddy. You look like you could use a hand. Oh, bye. A gasp and runs away. Can't be that hideous, can I? Okay, if I'm here... Oh, look at how nice that aetheryte looks. That's really cool. Hey, no, come... There you go. That's a really cool aetheryte crystal.
The finless ones, they followed me. Why have you come? Was it you who took away our water?
Apologies about that one. So this is where the Ondo make their home. I had wondered. Pray forgive us any inconvenience we have caused. We were not aware your people lived here in the Tempest. We need this great dome of air that we might conduct the most urgent search, and thus beg you for your understanding.
Chieftain, what are we to do?
I think it's looking at me.
Are you emissaries of the Ancient Ones?
Ancient Ones?
The mysteries have stirred and have seen the illuminated land shining through the gloom of the abyss. If you are the emissaries, the chosen, I bid you welcome. If you are not, I bid you leave.
I am not sure I understand. Would you be willing to elaborate? It would seem not. I suggest we withdraw for the moment. Okay, but how are we supposed to know if we are the emissaries / chosen ones if we're not sure what that means? So, what's the plan? Given your condition, I'm reluctant to suggest lingering here. That said, our presently meandering search would proceed far more swiftly if we could call upon the Ondo's local knowledge. Yes, I'd like to know more about this illuminated land the chieftain spoke of. Could it be Emmett Selch's stronghold, do you suppose? Perhaps he lit the lanterns upon his return? We cannot dismiss the possibility, but if these Ondo refuse to speak with us... Nyan, do you remember my first scheme for entering Yulmore? How I had planned to ingratiate myself by offering lucrative trading opportunities with the Ondo? The individual I dealt with was reticent in manner and curious in custom, but we were able to reach an agreement nonetheless. I believe that with the right approach, we can build a similar relationship here. What kind of approach did you have in mind? That chieftain fellow didn't leave us many options. If we are to tread the swiftest course, then we must needs locate its beginning. 'Tis plain our all-too-dramatic arrival hath thrown the settlement into confusion. Were we to solve such problems as we have caused, I'd assure our hosts thereby that our purpose here is not inimical to them. They may yet prove amenable to reason. I smell chores, but very well, if it can be done quickly. What do you think? I've nothing better to offer, but I do worry what will happen to if the Ondo's tales end up leading us to a dead end. I cannot say for certain, but I sense this tribe has a deeper connection to the Asians than first meets the eye. It warrants further investigation. Thus, I cast my vote in favor of aiding the settlement for the time being. We will make allies of the Ondo. Then it is settled. Ishtola, pray proceed with your investigations. The rest of us will see about fostering some goodwill. Oh boy. Oh. Sorry, I just got an email about some game, like, that, and it's like, the description of it is like referring to like other games that games I've not heard of in forever, by the way. Anyways, not what we need to focus on right now. Nyan, you won't believe who I've just bumped into. This is Pasha's Owen, the very fellow I did business with prior to our ill-fated stay in Yulmore.
I waited, and you did not come. Then the mist still came, but his visits did not continue.
I am truly sorry, Palshazoan. Things did not proceed as planned. Is there aught we can do for you by way of an apology?
Perhaps. Where the Dryad return, a cavern to the north, is home to giant crabs. We do not fear the crab, for we are the swiftest swimmers. But now there is no water. We run, and they scuttle close behind, snipping and snapping their claws. There are too many of them. Too many.
Ah, I believe I can be of assistance there. And what of you, Nyan? If you've not found a task, you are most welcome to join me. Indeed, I should appreciate the company. Where the Dry return has a rather ominous ring to it.
Man, he's got some sass to him. Hey there, Overlord. I hope you're doing well. I clicked on the wrong button.
Oh, now I got my behemoth out. My behemoth, I've got the big boy. Look at him go.
Good to hear it. Good to hear it. I'm doing fine, thank you. No, leave me alone. Looks like there's an entrance right there. Which looks like it's right over there in front of me. Bam 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 bam. Bam 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 bam. I'm still trying to kind of remember what my, what my, kind of rotation's supposed to be when I'm playing this class again. And it has been a couple months since I last continued this, so... yeah, I'm a little bit, sloppy. Taking a break for Final Fantasy XIV. How dare! I know, right? How dare I? I think it was observe. Look. Search. No. Emotes. There we go. Look out. So I was close. I was close on one of them. Okay, I do have a range attack. I just couldn't remember what it was. Okay, all done. Let's return back.
You could crack their shells? You must be stronger than you look.
I see you've reached your quota first again. I shall never be your equal in such tasks. Still, I would say we have reduced the local crab population to a far less threatening number.
My thanks to both of you. You must have a reward.
Nay, Passion. This was to be a part of my apology to you, remember? Besides which, the lack of water is our doing, for which we must also make amends. Might I convince you to tell us something about your village instead? I'd very much like to learn more of you and your people.
Very well. Before the flood came, it is said that our ancestral home was found in the seas to the south. It was utterly destroyed by the lights. Only those who were out hunting survived. They swam, aimless and lost, until they spied buildings here on the ocean floor. Strange buildings they were, and long had they stood under the water, yet somehow they had been spared the scars of time and current. These structures provided shelter for my people, protection from the tempest's turbulent waters and the predators which hunted within them. Their very existence seemed a miracle. The first settlers pondered their good fortune. It was clear that the race who had built such wonders had guided their course, and from this did they discern the truth. That the ancients had chosen us to serve as caretakers of their eternal sanctuary until such a time as they returned. Thus, if it is judged that your coming, and this great vanishing of water, was by the ancients' design, you will find warm welcome here.
I'd hit that just that. You mean the freaking... The freaking fish people, Zeal. A truly astonishing history, yet I cannot help but wonder, how will the significance, or otherwise, of our arrival be decided?
The ancients have blessed us with protection and prosperity. If your presence served to bring us the same, there will be no doubt in the matter.
Then it would seem our earlier decision was the correct one. We thank you for the lesson, Pastor Zoan. And will continue to do all we can to assist your people. Should you desire our help with any other trouble, pray do not hesitate to ask. We should return to the task at hand. Only, do not try to overexert yourself, my friend. The risk far outweighs the gain. You know I won't be able to stop. bum. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, everyone. Okay, dokie, okie dokie. I think we are gonna have to call it there for tonight, though. You know what? I think I might just do another stream of this tomorrow. Because now that I'm back in it, I'm actually, I'm feeling myself getting hooked again. But anyways, I hope you've all enjoyed. We are gonna go and find someone to raid for right now. So, if you don't have access to the emotes, this is your raid message. And if you do have access to emotes, this is your raid message. So please go prepare your appropriate raid message. I'll throw us in the end screen, put on some music, and find someone to raid. As always, it's lovely returning back to Final Fantasy XIV. It's always so fun to be able to play this with all of you. I hope to be able to see you again. Thanks for the stream. Have a nice evening. Thank you, Overlord. Hope to see you again next time. And until then, everyone, have a good one and goodbye.